The Supplier. Go ahead and fuck with it.
You are now tuned into the basement. Nikki Lynn, J-Way, DJ Key Product, DJ Marcus Moolah, and DJ D-Wiz. Right here on Underground Hittas Radio.
Hey yo, you are now tuned into the basement with the hitters. I am the Honorable DJ Key Product.
DJ Marcus Moolah.
I am Nikki Lynn.
And I'm the number one personality that's on this mother trucker. The Honorable J-Way.
All lies.
Yeah. Hey look,
Who's on?
I want to let everybody know that's listening right now to download that free Simple Radio app and search up Underground Hittas Radio. And if you got an Android device, download that free Hittas Radio app and you can listen live. As we get it cracking on this evening, we got a special guest in the building.
Yes.
And it's personal because
Yes.
he is family.
It's personal to me and Keys, yes, because he is family.
Yes.
Ties,
So,
y'all, family ties.
can the special guest please introduce himself?
How y'all feeling, man? I'm Dezo, the Introvert. I'm cousins with Keys and Kendall.
Yes.
I refer to him as Kendall. Y'all refer to him.
We like that, Kendall.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hey, go ahead and tell the people my government.
We didn't say your last name.
I don't care if you did. Let the people know.
I'm a musical artist out of South Chicago.
Okay. So how did you get your name? How'd you get your name?
Growing up, I never really went outside. I basically always stayed in the crib. And so I kind of developed a introverted personality. I wouldn't really talk to many people, so it just stuck with me. I just became Dezo the Introvert.
Okay. So describe your sound as far as like your music. Describe your sound.
I'm trying to, me personally, I'm trying to be, I want to do a lot in hip hop, you know. I want to be the guy that you can call for to do like a really hard drill beat and then come back and do like a really soulful guitar riff or something, you know.
Okay.
Like, I want to be able to fit on my voice on all kind of production.
Okay. That's what's up.
Growing up, was music your number one goal?
As far as I can remember, yeah. I mean, obviously when you're a kid, you got dreams to become like an astronaut or something, but that was never really in the plans for me. It was just music, you know. I grew up listening to a lot of hip hop, and so that was just it.
Yeah, so cuzzo. we gonna go down memory lane, man.
Bring it.
Look, tell us about the time you moved to Atlanta, because I know that was special for you.
Yeah.
After the whole family moved down there to, what was it, Lithonia? Yeah, what was that like?
It was super different, man. It was it's one of the most pivotal points in my life when I moved from there to here. 'Cause down there, I lived in like this suburb, you know, didn't really have much going on really.
Yeah.
You know, I went to school, hung out with my next door neighbor, and then I came back home.
Okay.
But then after I came here, you know, it was like a culture shock. You know, I moved to Southside Chicago. You know, Southside, so
Yeah.
it's crazy down there. So you gotta keep an eye out. I had to watch over my shoulder a couple times, you know. But other than that, man, I made it through. So yeah, it was one of the craziest parts of my life.
Okay.
All right. So what made you decide to say, hey, I want to start doing music like professionally or like full time? You know, what inspired you to want to do music?
The money first and foremost.
Hey, at least he's being honest.
I'm always, but it's not the money from personal reasons. Like I shouldn't say that. It is for personal reasons, but more so because you know I got a lot of people that
Auntie Bunny.
Yeah.
Shout out Uncle
Kevin.
Kevin.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. If y'all listening, shout y'all. And Kiki.
Yeah.
Shout out
Yeah.
Kiki.
Yeah.
Shout out to y'all. Shout out to the family.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
My parents been taking care of me. Took care of me for 18, 21 years.
Man.
I know it's not really much I can ever do to repay them, but I want to as best as I can. Try and cop my mom a car or something. Cop my people a crib.
Yeah.
And then I got friends that helped me through really tough points in my life. I'm trying to do some stuff for them too. Y'all.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm really just trying to help out the people that mean the most to me.
The ones that have been with you since
Absolutely.
since day one.
And I love music, so
Okay.
I figured
So I was just about that.
what better route than to take than
Okay.
So what do you think is unique about your music?
I think the most unique thing about my music is you can play a track from anything that I'm on, and you can get a different feel from each and every track. You can get a different vibe. You can play one of my songs in the club or something. You can play another one in just cruising it down the car on a long night. If you want to get introspective, I got a couple of boom bap tracks that I do.
Okay.
Or if you want to just chill out with your girl, I got a song for that too.
Yes, sir. You got plenty of those.
Yeah. So you're very versatile.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. That's what's up. So, when selecting production, what type of beats do you like? Do you like trap? Do you like R&B? Do you like sample beats? What kind of beats do you like?
Lately, I've really been getting into the whole sample beats type of thing. I really love like soulful, jazz type beats right now.
With like a hip hop feel too.
Yeah.
Okay.
One of the tracks that we're gonna play later has like a saxophone in the background. I really love that.
Okay.
So speaking of the soul jazzy, I know you get that from your dad because he was into jazz and he was into the soul and everything. He plays keys, he plays the sax. So
He played the trombone too.
Yeah, he played the trombone too. So I know that.
He'll be the first one to tell you.
Yeah, he tells us that all the time.
Right, all the time.
Every time we talk to him.
He's very proud. And he should be. The stories that he tells me, he was one of the best. Man, played with the Shotlights, had a gig with the Rolling Stones.
Yeah. He's also a producer too, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. He is a producer. He's a songwriter. He wrote something for a guy out there in Cali, right?
Yeah.
Which me and Keys did the production to. It
Yeah,
helped with the production.
Yeah.
That was actually his original song.
Okay.
He sent it to a guy that he wanted to sing on it. So
Yeah.
got the opportunity.
Yeah. So Cuzzo, you mentioned earlier about some dark times that you went through. Mind going into details about one of them, and how you turned that into something positive.
It was one of the scariest days of my life. It was actually I was coming home from school. This was like sophomore year of high school. Actually, it might be freshman, but detail aren't work.
Right.
I was coming home, and me being from the burbs, I didn't really think nothing of having my phone out, having my phone out while I'm on the bus.
We got Dezo in the building. People again, let's clap it up for him. Yeah, so Dezo, bro, I gotta ask you this question, man, because the people that's listening right now is, they can only hear us. You came in wearing this hat, bro.
Yeah.
Which I ain't gonna lie, when it caught me, so I'm like, man, for somebody who wears something like this, that lets me know that you got an idea for fashion, bro.
Oh, absolutely.
So I gotta ask you, man, how did fashion run for you growing up?
When I was in school, you got clowned on if you came in wearing some bummy stuff.
Yeah.
So I vowed to never get clowned on. so I would always try and be a baller on a budget, you know. I never went for like none of the trues or like what everybody else was rocking.
So what brand did you rock? Man?
Sure, I would always go for like some just really like some random like anything I could find like American Eagle, some Route 21 type stuff. I used to be in those stores heavy.
I was in Adidas and a Jungle 5 t-shirt.
Yes.
If you got caught wearing some Jungle 5s, you was in trouble. They like the echo. They like
it was like that for South Pole at one point
right.
too. If you was wearing South Pole.
Well, I had a Ralph Lauren polo shirt, or not a polo shirt. It was a jacket.
Yeah.
But it was a knockoff because it had two people on the horse instead of one person on the horse. Yeah, I never heard the end of it.
So they say the clothes, the clothes don't make the person make the clothes.
Yeah.
So I say, so I gotta ask you, like, what, like, did your clothes fit your mood of the day?
Absolutely. I never wanted to be rocking something that I couldn't see myself in, you know.
Right.
Because a lot of people nowadays they just like to follow trends.
Right.
I'm not a person that. I'm not a person that.
Yeah.
One of my cousins actually brought up the fact that Cam Newton was rocking hats like this. I'm like, bruh, I'm not copying Cam Newton. he ain't gotta worry about that.
Man.
Hey, Cam Newton ain't here. That's what we gotta see.
Right. Hey, so we have a caller. Go ahead, caller.
Hello?
Yep, caller, we hear you.
Yeah, we hear you.
I'm calling to feature Dezo.
How you doing, Auntie?
This my big guy. How you doing, fella?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine. I know you didn't expect to hear you on the phone.
Hey, anything's possible, Auntie.
Over the air. But I feel so proud of you. I'm glad that you're moving on up.
Yeah, I appreciate it, Auntie.
Yeah, so when your cousin told me that you had record, I thought maybe it did maybe one cut. They said you had a whole album. I was really shocked.
Oh.
I didn't know you had time to do all of that.
Hey, I've been real G's moving silence like Lil Wayne told me. You know?
He said real G's. Wow.
I like to keep my moves low key, Auntie.
Right.
Hey, respect, man. Respect on that. Respect
Well,
on that.
I'm just glad to, and I wanted to congratulate you on your new endeavor because it was new to me. I didn't know that you were even thinking about something like that. I thought you were making some moves, just a musical. I didn't know you were working. But I know with you guys, I just kind of, some of that I got to kind of weed out because a lot of that stuff is a bit over my head.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like I say, I just wanted to congratulate you and say I am so proud of you.
Thank you, Auntie. I appreciate it so much.
All right, man. Love you.
Love you too.
All right.
All right, Auntie, thanks for calling in.
All right.
Love you.
Yeah, love you, Auntie.
Love you.
We love you.
All right.
All right.
Man, support right there, man.
I got my first #1 fan. You know?
Yes.
Hey,
Yeah.
Nothing like family.
it starts off with the family.
Family
I
time.
Exactly. Yeah.
It starts off with the family. I gotta say that right now. And so, since we on the topic of support, man, how has your support system been for you?
It's been great, man. I got a couple people that really have put me in places that I need to be. First and foremost, my parents, they do whatever they can to support me. And also my engineer, my producer, the place that I go to actually record my songs. Those guys are always got my back.
Okay. So when you in the booth, man, like, when you doing the process, man, what's the first thing that come to your mind when you get that song done? Like when it's mixed and mastered, man, what's your first thought?
It's when it comes out the way that I want it to, it's the biggest, sigh of relief, man, because it's a lot of pressure. Like a lot of people don't know, but it's a lot of pressure recording songs,
Right.
because with me personally, I'm hardly ever satisfied with how it turns out, but once it comes out and I feel like it's as good as it's gonna be, like it's a great feeling.
I had this question that I asked with Reese. Shout out SGEYBN and them. He asked me this question about artists saying like, what advice would I give to artists that's coming up? And I say like, if best advice I would give to somebody is to make sure you pick the music that fits your personality, because it's a lot of artists that's trying to fit this type of style that's trending in today's music that doesn't sound like them. So would you say the music that you pick is picking off of your personality and how you are?
Yeah, absolutely, man. I've never been. It's either songs nowadays are either about the streets or about the bedroom, And I'm not in a relationship, so I can't really make music about the bedroom. And I'm not from the streets, so I can't.
Right.
I
True to you.
can't.
Like, be true to you.
I can't
It's
really
too
make-
many of those. It's too many of those that's
can't
trying to
make
make
music about the streets. So.
Yep.
And it sounds like we have another caller.
We have another call.
We have another caller.
Yes.
This is history right here.
Yes.
This is history.
Yes, we have
Yes.
Caller, you wrong.
Caller, you're on.
You're on.
Hello, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we have.
Yeah, we hear you.
Hey y'all, it's Kiara. Hey Rosie, I love you.
Hey, Kiara.
What's up, Cuzzo?
How you doing?
How y'all doing?
We good.
Hey, we good. We good.
Hey, Kiara.
So I got a question for Dezo.
Okay.
All right.
Desmond in my eyes. Hey, Kim will call you again. I love y'all.
Love you too, Cuz.
But so Desmond, what song would you say? I guess most inspired you, like your favorite, like the best song, that started like, what? I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna try to write some lyrics down or something.
That's a great question, sis. The song that really got me into wanting to make music is a song called Red Eye by Big Crit. When I first heard that song, it really got my headspace in a different kind of mode. Because before I was just listening to music just to listen to it, but then when I heard him tell a story from beginning, middle, and end, and I understood it, I was like, man, that's something that I want to do. Like I want to make music. So if that answers your question.
Yeah. I like that.
Say that again.
I said, what made you even start listening to Big Crit?
It was actually you, basically. It was actually you. I assume that's why you came, why you called, right? But yeah, you actually put me on to Big Crit, because I had never heard of him, but then you showed me his project, and that was a huge turning point for me. So I appreciate that.
So thank you for calling in, Cuzzo. We gonna
Congratulations!
Thank you.
Oh, well.
Thanks for calling in.
Yeah, thanks for
Cuzzo.
calling in.
We gotta get to this next song.
Go right ahead. Y'all be good.
My second tape right now. I actually got a song from that second tape that I'm gonna play tonight. So
Is it gonna be an EP or an LP?
it's gonna be about 7 or 8 songs.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, I like to keep it short and concise.
So you're not one of those ones do like 20 songs?
Nah, that's corny.
He
That's
said,
Almost 20 songs.
corny.
That's a bunch of songs. I mean,
Yeah,
for
it's
somebody to sit there
Cause,
and listen
yeah,
to.
'cause people's attention spans aren't like, you gotta keep them with you at all times. And a 20 song album isn't gonna keep somebody's attention for that long. So.
Nah.
Unless it's 20 good songs.
Yeah, unless it's like 20.
Like 20 good
20 is
songs.
crazy.
But I think every artist thinks they have 20 good ones.
Yeah.
They don't ever think it's a bad one.
Right.
You know?
There's nothing wrong with 20 songs.
I mean, yeah, but at the same time, it's like I'm not the one that's gonna be, pushing that much music out there. Like I want you to feel me, and then I'm gonna dip out. You know what I'm saying?
So you're gonna make your project and then move on to your next project.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can you tell the people about this current project?
This current project that I'm working on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I'm in the process. I've got 2 songs down. I'm in the process of writing and making the next 5. I got about a couple more tracks that I need to get done. And then after that, I'm gonna really go hard on this one because the last one I just threw it out there, trying to get as much notoriety as possible. Because as a first project, I just want to see if I could do it really, like, because you never really know if you can actually accomplish what you set out to. And so with this one, I'm really gonna put some effort into marketing it and getting it out there.
Okay. All right, now talk to me. Some people say
what's up?
2020 was their worst year. How was your 2020 and what did it teach you?
I got a contradicting take on that. A lot of people say that 2020 was their worst year. I think 2020 was actually one of the better years of my life. I came out of a really dark depression before. I got my first tape done, and all that time spending inside the crib really gave me an opportunity to reflect on what I need to take advantage of, the time that I need to spend, who I need to give my time to, who I need to take time away from, because I'm never gonna let somebody waste my time again. I've had that happen to me too.
So that was the lesson that you learned throughout last year.
Yeah.
Okay. You said last year was like your best year, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
absolutely.
so-
One of my best years.
So what made it the best year? Was it the release of the project or?
It was everything, man.
Okay.
It was the fact that I actually got a project done. It was the fact that I actually achieved a goal. Because usually with me, man, like it's hard for me to
Finish
keep
what
my
you
mind.
started.
Yeah, absolutely. But with this, like I actually did it, and nobody can take that away from me. Like
Exactly.
if I was to put music today, like
You
I
still
would know, like at least I tried, at least I got something done,
Right.
which is a great feeling.
Okay.
So 2020 was your best year. So what's your main goal in 2021 now?
2021, it's my Jordan year, man. I'm trying to go crazy. I am trying
Trying to go crazy. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up.
I'm
That's what's up.
trying to be any and everywhere, man. I know COVID is still out here roaming the streets.
Man.
So it's gonna be hard for me to really go as crazy as I want to. But with that being said, I'm gonna definitely take advantage of any and every opportunity. The pathway forward is upward.
So, are you open to having your hands in anything else other than music?
Right now, music is my main focus right now. My time isn't really dedicated to anything like that. In the future, obviously, I'm gonna expand and do a bunch of different things. Me and my friends, we actually started a gaming company last year. And so while I'm going to be focusing on music, I'm also going to be dedicating time to making games and see what that takes over.
That's cool. That's cool.
Nikki.
So, when you're making a project, do you have themes for them?
yes and no. When I put a project together, I really right now I'm really basing it off of the music. Like, um, I hear something that sounds good.
Mhm.
I put the song together, and then I see will that fit into the sound that I'm trying to produce at this moment. Because I'm really key on having an enjoyable listening experience. I know a lot of people, you know, like to make these weird conceptual albums um, where everything sounds really weird and different. That's not me, man. I'm really trying to have something that's really pleasant to listen to.
Yeah. See, look, you gotta be an example because there's a lot of people out here that's into your way of your style and your way of thinking, and they'll be considered weird. You know, because when I asked you about the fashion thing, man, growing up in high school, you know, I wore mostly Adidas around high school. What you say, Moolah? What you say, Moolah?
Still do.
Yeah, I do.
Ain't nothing wrong with Adidas.
Right, ain't nothing wrong.
Ain't
with
nothing
Adidas.
wrong with Adidas.
Ain't nothing wrong with Adidas, okay? But what you say? You're right. Yeah. Okay,
Stuff.
but yeah, I wanna also get into hobbies, outside of music. You also mentioned about gaming. So what got you into wanting to create gaming?
Me and when I was in middle school, me and my friend named Anthony, we decided to exchange Xbox gamer tags one day.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, that would become the longest friendship I've ever had. Really, me, Anthony, and three of my other friends. They know who they are. I ain't got to shout them out. They we all grew up together, basically playing video games. We spent most of our time on Halo, on Call of Duty, 2K, on whatever weird indie game that came out, we would always get our hands on.
Weird indie games.
Yeah, we would be on Destiny. We'd be on.
Wait, hold on. Destiny. That's not a weird indie game. Bro.
I mean, it's compared to.
Wait, hold on, Mullah. I'm telling you, say that stuff when the mic is off.
What the hell?
Compared to
Indie games.
compared to like the mainstream games that are out there, I would say Destiny is more towards like the back half of it. No?
Is that your favorite game, or because I know you like to play 2K as well? So
Yeah, I do.
Who you play with? Who you play with on 2K?
Oh, here you go, man.
My go-to squad right now is probably Atlanta Hawks.
Oh, okay.
I like Trigger.
ATL.
Yeah.
What's your gamer tag?
I can't throw that out.
Okay, see what?
Hey, somebody might want to play with us.
Do you have Xbox?
I have a PlayStation.
4 or 5. No. We interviewing Dezo, so
Both.
Both.
Say again?
I've always wanted to move back to Atlanta.
Okay.
That's where I spent, a lot of the years of my life. And it would be cool to recapture that. I had a friend down there that was one of my best friends who lived next door to me. After I moved, we tried to keep in contact for a little bit, but long distance never works. In friendships and relationships. So.
I have a couple of credit card bills if you just want to look those up. I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, I can be family.
So Atlanta is the ideal spot.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
And I mean, nowadays, Atlanta's really taking off.
Yeah.
It's got.
What's the
And the support in Atlanta,
The support.
the support in Atlanta is
The support though.
Yeah.
The support though is
Yeah.
crazy.
Smoothly, you can attest to that. So, you know.
Yeah. I like this jacket that you got on.
I like your jacket, bro.
I appreciate you, bro. Bomber jacket's gotta stay good for you. What's that?
I'm finna get
Is
you,
that a bomber
Jay.
jacket?
I'm finna get you, Jay.
What you getting
Oh,
me
I'm
for?
sorry.
Cause you hot in the mic and
I
you
don't care.
also smacking on the mic,
I
right?
know, chewing gum. He sound like
I sound like what? What? Go ahead. Go ahead.
All right, so we're gonna get into this next
chomping
single.
on some pecans.
Dezo has another single,
Right.
and it is hot right now on
Oh.
Underground Hitters. Dezo, introduce the next single.
This next single
I have
is
no
the
butter
first
for
single
that.
off of my next project, The Introvert 2.
Okay.
It's called Gimmicks.
All right, gimmicks. And this in heavy rotation right here on Underground Hitters Radio. And for those that have been under a rock, you finna hear it again.
Yes, sir.
This is The Basement with the Hitters on Underground Hitters Radio. Let's get it.
Underground Hitters, the basement, and some of the hitters. We got Dezo in the building. Everybody clap it up, man. Woo! Yes. How you feeling so far, bro?
I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good. This is a great experience, man.
Man, this interview, I ain't gonna lie, this is a unique interview for me because not a lot of people heard me talk on the mic. So
Hey, shout out to
I know a lot of people are gonna be like,
That's a lie. You talked before.
be quiet, man. God, leave. Oh God, just
The lie detector. The lie
Yeah,
detector
and like I
test
said,
determined
man.
that's a lie. You talked more than 10 times the last time. I don't know why you on
This
here
is
lying.
not the Maury Show, people. This is The
not
Basement.
Maury Povey.
Well, this is the Maury / basement show.
This is The Basement on Underground Hitters. Y'all know what it
Straight
is.
up. Talk about some I ain't never talked this much.
Hey, but yeah, Dezo, man, it's real good having you here, bro. You dropping some knowledge on people, and you dropping just how you is right now, man.
Yeah.
And the first thing that we always want to do is just have that person that comes in, the talent that comes in. I'm gonna say that the talent that comes in feel comfortable. And I can tell by this interview, you letting it all show for who you are.
Yeah, man. The first impression is the most important.
Yes.
Exactly.
First impression. But yeah.
Like, he family, so what are you talking about? He ain't got an impression.
But yeah, I gotta ask you, man. When it comes to like music, man, what was that song that made you go like, man, I could do this?
Oh, I said earlier, Big Crit, Red Eye. And the storytelling on that song is amazing, man. And the way he pours his heart into it, like you have to feel him on the song.
Right.
So it's like I feel like I can do that too, you know. So that made me wanna start it off.
Man, so if there was one thing that you could tell your younger self growing up, one thing that you could tell them that was ahead of the future, what was that?
How are we talking?
Like, let me see, like elementary.
Elementary? I would tell him. I would tell him, hey man, you about to go through a lot in these next 10 years.
How you think he would respond though?
He would probably. He probably wouldn't take it great, but he would find a way to get through it, like he's supposed to. And I would also tell him, hey man, though times might seem dark at some points, you gotta find a way to make it through. You know, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Most definitely. Jay.
I was gonna say as far as the elementary days, I remember him. He was a funny little guy. Keys, don't you remember him?
Yeah, I remember.
All the slogans he used to say.
Yeah, we not gonna repeat them, but yeah.
Slogans.
He used to, say little funny things that sound like slogans.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
One,
So,
can you
He
say
was
one?
unabashedly funny.
Can you
Yes,
say
he
one?
was.
Can you say one that was?
And go for it,
Okay, so there was this one time we was all in Texas, and he was playing. He let me play with his little action figure, right? So
I know what he's talking about. I know exactly what he's talking about.
So I think I dropped it in the deck in between the little wood planks.
Yeah.
So he was looking for
By
it.
the way, this was in 2006. This is
2006.
Yeah, 06. Yeah.
So he was looking for it. He couldn't find it.
And he got mad.
He got mad.
Big mad.
He got mad at me, legit mad. So he was like, he lost it.
He lost it.
I would never forget that. Like, he was heated. He was heated.
The thing is, like, I didn't even blame that on you at first. I blamed it on our other cousin that was down there with little Chris.
Oh, Chris.
Yeah.
Oh, right. It was.
Yeah.
I blamed him for it at first because I thought he was the one that was playing with it. So I went to go hide one of his action figures from him. Because he dropped mine. I was being petty, man. I was being petty.
That was petty.
Yeah, I was being petty. But they didn't let me get away with it. My mom saw what I was doing. She was like, "Hey, go get his figure."
She saw that?
Yeah,
What? I thought she didn't.
She saw it.
Hey, mom see
This
everything.
was over 10 years ago.
This was over 10 years ago. I'll never forget that trip though. It was all down.
Yeah, it was.
That was fun. That was.
Shout out San Antonio, Texas, if y'all tuning in.
Yeah.
San Antonio, Texas.
Yeah, we went down there. We got family down there.
Okay. Y'all just all over. I see.
Oh yeah, we everywhere.
Yeah.
So you said earlier your father played the saxophone.
My father played everything.
Excuse me.
I think the one thing that he didn't play was the drums because I think he wanted to, but he saw that he saw a different route in the trombone and the saxophone and all that. So
Okay. Yeah. I'm about to say because I played the saxophone too.
yeah.
And
I
I'm telling you,
played the trombone in school.
you played the what?
Trombone.
The trombone.
Yeah.
You talking about that?
Yeah, no. The trombone had the slide.
Oh, that's the tuba. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, the two was the bigger one.
Though I did go through a couple of instruments before finding.
No, that's the
that
bigger one.
Okay.
Y'all really know how to blow, huh?
We keep it
Y'all know how to blow.
Like I said, I played the saxophone, and I'm gonna tell you one thing. Like when I was being taught how to play the saxophone, I get the basic notes, and then I just not read anymore. And usually I just play by ear.
Yeah.
Right.
And my teacher thought that was the weirdest thing ever because she never knew anybody that would just play by ear. But it only took a total few songs later, then I had to read the rest of it.
Yeah, my dad he would sacrifice time with his friends to practice, because he really wanted to get it down, and I respect that about him,
That's what's up.
He had a goal and stuck to it. So I'm really just trying to follow. I'm really just trying to make my dad proud, honestly.
That's what's up right there.
That's
what's
yeah.
up right there.
So let's look into the crystal ball for you, Dezo.
Crystal ball. Wait, hold on.
The crystal ball.
Oh.
So, what are your goals for this year, and where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Come on.
My goal for this year first is just to drop my second project.
Okay.
I wanna be able to support myself, because right now I'm stuck in my parents' crib, so I'm trying to
There's nothing wrong with that.
trying to get up out of a crib this year.
Okay.
And then in five years from now, I see myself with a house, down in Atlanta.
All right.
I see myself. I don't know, man. Just trying to improve the lives of all the people that I named at the beginning.
Yeah.
Because without them, I wouldn't be who I am.
Okay.
Oh man, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm over here just
Man.
Nikki was just standing over here, and I was like, "Is you okay?" But
How are y'all feeling?
we feeling
Oh man, we good.
Look.
We good.
We having a dope interview. That's all
We
I'm
are
saying. You bringing callers in. I ain't even gonna.
Yes.
You bringing callers.
That has never happened before. We've made history tonight on UndergroundHittas Radio.
I smell something.
You might want to shave that beard. You might want to shave that beard.
That was sweet.
It's
So yeah, Moolah, I know you smelled that, corn chips for a second.
Oh my god.
Corn chips.
it's
Right.
It was
He said,
I
I'm
don't
not
know.
gonna incriminate myself in front of you.
some onions or something.
But yo,
it's all that.
Dezo time.
I mean, is there with some crust in it?
Dezo time.
Sitting there.
Like 3 things that can describe your music. Like,
Variety.
no, I'm sorry. 3 words that can describe your music.
Right?
Oh, okay.
Introspection.
I was about to say, is that in the
You just want them to
dictionary?
pull it from the inside out.
Yeah.
I really thought that was a
Look,
word.
look in
That
there.
was in the dictionary. Like,
Look in there. But don't be outside of it. I really dislike people who only think about themselves.
I don't see it.
Ooh, shout out to
And not the people around me.
Right, that comes up to my other question. Do you think artists that are up and coming is being too cocky with how they go about their music?
I don't like to judge other people's way of doing things. I will tell you, like if it was me, if I was in some of these guys' position, I wouldn't be too. Because a lot of them, they like to diss like a lot of older rappers, and that's not really my forte. Because without them, where would you be? So
Right.
so it's like I'm not that kind of guy.
Because I tell you right now, there's a lot of rappers out here that's really that's up and coming, that's trying to have DJs paid to have their music.
Right.
And when in reality, it's supposed to be like vice versa. So,
The artists need the DJs.
yeah, the artists really need the DJs, really. And so I say,
Oh, so you mean like artists are getting paid by DJs?
no,
Or are you
artists
saying-
are trying to have the DJs pay them to get their music.
They taxing the DJs to
They try
have
to
their
tax
song.
DJs.
Okay.
So that's why I asked you, do you think artists today is being too cocky?
Cocky.
We're going about their music like Look, you made some mistakes too, bro. It's one take Drake out here. Stop.
Rarely have to take 2.
Man, but like I said, there's artists out here that's being too cocky with how they go about their music, and that's one thing that I feel like we need to take under account with the music industry is that the DJ holds the keys to all the unheard music,
Okay.
and I'm so glad that you mentioned like you don't like people that's so about themselves and all that, because that's really something that we need to focus on in the music industry. Is that if you're up and coming, please humble yourself when coming into this music industry.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you can't get blackballed in this
Real
music
quick, yeah.
just off of your personality and how you go about your way.
Daily.
Your business. Oh my gosh. Nikki over here just said Jay. Oh my god.
Yeah.
You done got this fool started. Oh my god.
I'm not gonna respond. Go ahead, cousin.
Yeah, being humble is high up on a list of characteristics that I like about myself.
Yeah.
Because I've always been taught to respect is earned, it's not given.
Right.
So whenever I walk into a room, I'm always trying to be as respectful as possible.
Right.
I never want people to come out the room hating me. I mean, obviously.
Right, and that's a good mindset to have. That's
Yeah,
that's a great mindset.
I mean, obviously, you're eventually gonna have haters. That's natural.
Right.
As long as you, at the end of the day, you can respect me. That's really all I want.
Son right there.
Give me your top 5 artists of all time.
Of all time.
That's
Give me one that you can mention.
About to get spicy.
Dead or alive too.
Top 5, I'll have to say. In no particular order, I'll say. I like Drake.
Okay.
I like Kanye. I got Wayne.
Okay.
I got Biggie.
Okay.
And I got. Give me Andre 3000.
Okay.
All right.
I'm not mad at that.
Man,
I'm not mad at
that's a great list. That's a
Not
great
mad at
list.
that.
That's crazy right now.
Yeah.
You said 100,000.
100. And no one has ever said that. Like everybody.
Nope.
No.
Yeah, no one has ever said Andre.
When I was down in Atlanta, Andre 3000 was the only thing that I ever played on the radio.
What?
So basically, I grew up a Drake fan. So
That's crazy. That's crazy. Andre 3000.
What about Outkast? Did you listen to Outkast?
Outkast for sure.
Yeah.
Outkast for sure.
Because they had that run.
You say it in the mic, man. What you do? You over here trying to say it to me?
They had that run in the early 2000s.
Right.
Like, and that's when because
Yeah,
it was
that's
down
when
there.
it was
So
out
Right.
they was heavy. They were playing them heavy down there.
Yeah, they had to like.
I thought you were saying it like they was playing them right now.
No, like in like 05, 06.
Right.
All that.
Okay. So with the influence in Atlanta, is that how you found your sound, or did you have to go to another state?
It was partly due to that. Obviously, Atlanta is always going to have a special place in my heart in terms of the music. When I moved up here, that's when the whole Chicago drill scene popped off. So I also, found enjoyment in some of those tracks as well. Grew up a big G-Herbo fan. Obviously Keith did what he did for the city. And so it was unavoidable. You couldn't really get away from it. So listening to it became really
Man, so I gotta ask you, because I mentioned support earlier. In Atlanta, there's a big, huge support system. Like everybody is supporting to make sure that they get heard, and the next person behind them gets heard. So
Right.
would you say in Chicago, it's not that much support with going around as being like an artist?
No, not to the same extent. No. It's a lot of jealousy going on.
Yeah.
Like people don't like to see other people make it out, because then they are expected to look behind them and be like, hey, what about us?
Right.
And when that doesn't happen, that's when really bad blood starts happening. That's when people can't really come back to the city no more. Yeah, it's even with Kanye, Kanye from he tried to do what he tried to help out Chance,
Right.
but I don't know. I guess their relationship soured. So it's not really a lot of avenues to really get that kind of cosign from artists who've already made it.
Okay. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and take this break real quick, man, because you gotta get to our seat, and
Hey,
we gotta play some transitional music now.
He's tired.
Hey, put her on blast.
Right, put on black.
No, but let me go ahead and hit y'all with this hot boy, with this first hot boy and find out. We'll be right back here on the Hitters. Let's get it.
Well, I wouldn't do it.
Good, bro. Man, so Dezo, bro.
I finally got her back in her seat.
Yes. And it only took 2 songs. No,
Oh man.
no, but for real.
Wow.
Dezo, man, it's great having you in here, man. You done set milestones in here right now.
I appreciate the opportunity.
You ain't not had just 1 but 2 callers
Right.
call in
Yes.
to talk to you.
Dezo made history tonight.
Dezo
On Underground
made
Hittas Radio.
history. You just made history, bro.
Yes.
Yes. Nice. I gotta say right now, bro, you make your waves without even
Realizing.
like for real.
Hey man, I'm just trying to be out here doing my best, man.
I'm gonna tell you this, man. If this ain't showing that this is working, man, like I don't know what it is, bro. I don't know what it is, bro. But man, we appreciate you coming in, man. Talking, kicking it with us, the hitters on the basement, man. And we ain't even done. We ain't even done. I'm talking like we done, but we're really not. But man, I gotta pick your brain some more, man.
Okay.
Let's do it.
So with music being such a great influence, a lot of parents claim that today's music is not setting a good example for kids, and they would say that artists that are making songs right now is not setting an example for the kids that they having right now. Because one example I give was when Cardi B was playing WAP in her house, and her daughter came past, and she shut the song right off.
Wow.
And as soon as the song was playing, and a lot of people was like, "Oh, why is she shutting it off now that her daughter is? Our kids gotta listen to it," and blah blah.
Right.
So how would you feel about that?
I mean, the thing about the Cardi B thing is like her daughter's like 2, so I wouldn't want my 2-year-old listening to that either. But you know, me personally, I feel like it's up to the parents to like we got really it's really tough for parents nowadays because in our community we don't really get taught how to be good parents.
Right.
Like nobody there's no schooling that you can do. There's no like all you have is your mom and your dad, and as you know, like Black and brown communities are disproportionately affected by not having a dad in the home.
Yeah.
Exactly. So really, all you got is a bunch of young kids out here trying to figure it out on their own, and so I don't know. It's tough, and really with the music nowadays, music reflects reality.
Right.
So if you hear a bunch of rappers talking about violence and all that, then you should know, like, hey, this is what's actually happening in our communities.
Yeah.
And we should probably change that.
You hear that? You hear that, people that's listening right now? People who's making this music, this is their reality, okay?
Yeah.
Everybody that's watching right now, because we also on Instagram Live. Right?
Yeah.
Everybody that's watching, you got your kids listening and all that. Know that this is their reality.
Yeah,
This is their reality.
And instead of getting upset at the artists, maybe you should get upset at people governing these cities that these artists grew up in, because it's really instead of funding money to the military who has 20 billion in funds, maybe you should spend some of that on some schools where you only got to put $1 million into it. $1 million will change a school forever.
Yes, because we already got the teachers right now that's trying to get bigger pay right now, which I feel like they should, because they with their kids most of the time,
Yeah, absolutely.
But
Teachers are the first line of defense.
Right.
They talk to your kids more than you talk to your kids.
Yeah,
So,
that's true.
So,
That's a true statement.
So making sure they're at their peak is really important.
Yeah, that's most important too.
Would you do any type of genre music, like, or would you work with any type of genre music, like country, gospel, any type?
I'm down to. I don't know, bro. That's tough. That's tough, man. Cause I don't listen to much outside of, I mean, I'll listen to really anything. Like, I'll throw on some Taylor Swift when I'm feeling.
Nah, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Are y'all judging me right now?
No,
Wait,
hey, look, I listen to anything too. Like,
He gonna put yo. Oh my god.
man, look, I listen to some
Look,
classical
shake it off.
Yeah,
Just shake it
like some
off.
Mozart and stuff. Like, yeah.
But
Right.
yeah,
What's
yeah.
funny up there?
I'll listen to some pop. I'll listen to some. I grew up really loving rock music. I grew up.
Like Led Zeppelin.
Yeah, something like that.
Led Zeppelin, yeah.
Also-
Leonard Skinner.
Yeah, also some like like darker rock music. Like Evanescence and Linkin Park.
He said Linkin Park. Oh.
And also 3 Days Grace was a huge influence on me too.
Nine Inch Nails.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I have a huge love for music, period. But like country is just something that I've never gotten into. Like I would have to get some recommendations from people who like country.
So okay. So look, now you mentioned country. Okay, so not a lot of people didn't know this about me, but when I started listening to country was when I was watching this Disney movie called The Country Bears.
That's my movie.
That got me
Country
so
Bears.
into country music.
Well,
Right? Man, you got to. If you got Disney Plus, man.
It's on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Alright, sure.
You got Disney Plus, I promise you. When you listen, just listen to the music. Don't even listen to the story. Listen to the music that they got.
Is it musical? Or is it...
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It's man. You gonna when you first look at it, you like, oh no, they gonna get me watching that. But nah, listen to the music that's in there because like they real life brought me into the country like world when as soon as I listened to it, like you can ask my mom, that's my favorite Disney movie. Forget Mulan, forget all the Disney princesses and all that, all the new movies. You can
Hey,
put me in front of TV
Mulan was.
and have me
I
watch.
love Mulan.
Forget Mulan when it came to
I
Country
am the
Bears,
black
bro.
Mulan.
Ooh, I like that.
He's a suspect.
Oh man.
Yeah.
See, look, y'all, we finna be in hell all day if we start talking about this, right? Like, for real.
Man.
We gotta keep it moving.
Disney
for
been
real.
running things for shoot. I don't know how many decades it's been really.
So, would you say, with me mentioning all these Disney, artists, and most people would say like, oh man, you still into Disney, man?
I'm a nerd, man.
Right, for real. Like, you
Look at my
gotta
mask, bro.
Like,
I'm a nerd.
oh yeah, he got that Star Wars mask. It went great. I ain't even say nothing about it at first, but then I was like, man.
I didn't know that was Star Wars. I just thought it was.
I seen it. I had
You
to
know.
look at it again. I was like, oh, that's Star Wars. That's crazy right there, man.
Yeah.
I thought that was Spaceballs for a second. I was like,
What?
that's a parody to Star
it's a
Wars.
parody.
It's a parody to Star Wars.
Baseball.
Yeah, man. That's
He said
baseball.
What?
But like I said, with us mentioning all these like Disney movies and everything, do you think that it's important for like grown-ups to also keep a little bit of their childhood left? Growing up?
I mean, I can't really tell you, man. Maybe when I get a little bit older, I'll be able to actually answer that like better. But for right now, I go to work and then come home and then just doesn't do anything fun anymore. Like just chill out, watch TV or something. Like, I don't want to do that anymore. I want to be able to go hang out with my friends. Talk about stuff that we want to talk about.
Okay.
Do things that we want to do.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. All right, so who do you feel got the light right now in the music?
It's a bunch of people coming for. I know. J. Cole said that it shouldn't be no more kings, but there's a couple people coming for the crowns right now. We obviously got a little baby. We obviously got the baby. Two different babies, but
We got all the babies.
yeah, we got all the
Yeah.
babies. Yeah, every baby is doing well right now.
Man.
We got Meg Thee Stallion. We got Cardi B. We got Who I really like. My favorite artist right now, probably Corday. Corday.
Oh, why not?
Yes.
Oh, well, nah, he go by Corday now.
Yeah, he just goes by Corday. Nah, don't disrespect him.
You're right.
Don't disrespect him. Yeah, he just goes by Corday now. He's really, rapping now. Like he's really rapping, and I really appreciate that because that's kind of a lane that I'm trying to slide into. He kind of makes music that I relate to. So.
Yeah.
Crazy right now. So, why don't you
We
give
can't-
us your social media?
Yeah, we can't let you leave here without
Okay.
plugging the people with your social
And
media.
that gamer tag.
Anything, bro.
Yeah.
Upcoming events, mixtapes, and all that, man. Let people know.
Yeah. All right. For sure. I got my my next project, the Introvert 2, coming this summer.
All right.
You can follow me on social media, Instagram, Snapchat, Dezo, the Introvert.
You want to spell that to make sure they get it right?
Yeah, DEZOTHEINTOR. Introvert. No, wait. No.
INTRO.
RINTROBERT.
Okay.
Okay, okay. And so that's where the people can find
Yeah, that's where.
anything that you got going on.
Yeah,
I
Instagram
guess
is
he changed it.
Instagram is where you can find me.
So you mostly on Instagram.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got any upcoming songs coming out or dropping anytime soon?
I got another single that I'm working on. It's called what is it?
Man.
What is it called?
What is it? See, I make so much music that I don't even be remembering half of my songs.
That lets us know that you're working.
Yeah, you working. You working. So.
Hard to keep up with a lot, man. You're out here working, man. That's all, man.
Yeah, it's called Fire.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Yo, we're finna go ahead and wrap this up, bro. Dezo, great having you.
Yeah, big shouts out to Dezo the Introvert.
Yo, let's clap that for him, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. With that being said, man, it's time to go ahead and head up on out of here, man. I'm your boy DJ D Wiz.
I am the Honorable DJ Key Product.
DJ Marcus Moolah, the coldest young DJ in the city, man.
Hey, look at him.
I'm your girl. I am Nikki Lynn.
I'm the Honorable J-Way. We are out. Yes.
No, not until Wiz finishes.
Yeah, and y'all can follow me on my Instagram at DJ_D_WHIZZ.
This
Again, that is DJ_D_WHIZZ. Yes, this guy, Jay. Yes, this
Well,
guy.
y'all can follow me at King_Marcus Moolah on IG. So,
Y'all can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DJ Key Product and go like my Facebook page, DJ Key Product.
Mine is simple. I am Nikki Lynn. Lynn is spelled Lien.
Yeah, y'all can follow Jay on his Facebook, Instagram, and all that.
At the Honorable J-Way.
At the Honorable J-Way.
What you gonna say?
Well,
I'm gonna do it for him.
it was the Honorable Key Product, but whatever.
Yeah.
We put this mic back in the stand.
Hey, but we appreciate y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all download that Civil Radio app and search up Underground Hitters. Make sure you look us up on our Android, Android users. Yes,
Yeah, all the Android users, download the free Hitters Radio app and you can listen live as we get it cracking on a daily and weekly basis.
Yeah, get it cracked.
Yes.
Yep, it's your boy DJ D Wiz. Thank y'all for tuning in. This is the last time I'm gonna say this.
And we are out.
We go. Love y'all. Be safe for the night. Let's go.
Let's go.
You got the hottest radio station playing on your stereo right now. For all the latest and exclusive content, hit that UndergroundHittas.com. That's UndergroundHittas.com. We got it all for the low, homie.